Hello and welcome to the beautiful and historic Destin Harbor on a nice, cool, brisk December morning. We're here for the Destin Christmas Parade. I'm Shane Moody, President and CEO of the Destin Chamber, and so glad to be your MC this morning. Also like to welcome Michele Nicholson here. Michele, welcome. First time doing this.
I am so excited about doing this because this is perfect Christmas weather in my eyes. Like you said cool, I would say cold. But that's what makes it so beautiful because it's very Christmassy out here today. And I think Floridians in particular and Southerners in general are saying, you know, I don't care, this weather's beautiful. I'm getting out there and going to enjoy the Destin Christmas Parade.
Well, those who wanted the cold weather for the Christmas Parade certainly got their wish.
They did.
And I can see off in the distance they're headed this way now. I think there are 94 entries this year, so sit back and relax, enjoy the broadcast, and welcome to the Destin Christmas Parade. Okay, Michele, here we go. The parade has arrived here at the Judges and Broadcast Station, and somebody you're very familiar with, the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office.
Yep, and I recognize traffic unit folks out there looking sharp with those motorcycles. I have to say that.
Yeah, good-looking motorcycles. And I just personally want to thank the Sheriff's Office and all that you guys do every single day to make this such a great, safe, wonderful community to live, work, and play.
It really is, and I mean, that's what we were just talking about, why everybody wants to come to Destin.
Right.
And this is a perfect Christmassy day for the Destin Christmas Parade. And, you know, I'm just looking down the road here. You can see Sheriff Ashley at 6'5" is easy to spot.
Right.
Speaking of the Sheriff's Office, got the Sheriff's Office folks right up front here.
Yeah, they always do. And also want to recognize Emerald Coast Title and Community Bank, who have already come by and passed out bags for everyone to collect the candy and be able to take all the candy home. And we appreciate that. And as you said, here's 6'5" Sheriff Larry Ashley. Your boss. Behave now. Here's your boss.
Look, he's trying to impress the judges.
Yeah, we always get a ton of candy when the sheriff comes by.
Merry Christmas.
Always. They think that we have a vote.
Yes, we can be bribed.
We don't have a vote.
Merry Christmas, guys.
They act like they know you, Michele.
Perfect weather. Perfect candy. Skittles. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Now the dentist is behind you, right? The dentist is behind you.
Okay, we are loaded down already.
Yes, we are.
Let's get started.
That's the first entry in the parade, the Sheriff's Office, and they loaded us down with candy.
Oh, and here we have the Explorer Post. These are the high school students that a lot of them want to do law enforcement careers.
Okay, great.
And so they get involved in, they do volunteer work, a lot of different projects, and they help out with a lot of law enforcement functions as volunteers. So these are some exceptional young men and women right here.
I admire anyone who looks forward to going into law enforcement these days.
Absolutely.
And really appreciate what they do.
Yeah, and that's a big issue right now. So here you got a good group of kids. You already know that they're looking that direction.
Yep.
So.
Yep, absolutely. And I'm sure your sheriff's posse is working today too, the volunteers that work. And
yep, everywhere.
And they're everywhere. And right behind that we have Destin Fire Control District and the fire trucks coming through. Always blasting their sirens. See, there we go. And again, first responders. We'll just give our watchers silence right now because we can't talk over these sirens.
And such a great partnership between the Sheriff's Office and the Destin Fire Department.
And the city of Destin. It's the partnerships that, again, the first responders do a great job.
Ladder 9 in the house. And Beach 9 as well. Destin Fire Control District's got their truck here. With
our lifeguards who help keep our beaches safe for all the tourists and all the residents all year long.
They stay busy.
Yes, they do.
On these you have
Yes,
to have
they
eagle
do.
eyes because there's a lot of people on the beaches.
Several million people a year come to this great community to vacation, and they do a great job of keeping our safe.
Well, no, my understanding is that Destin is the #2 drive-to destination in the state of Florida after Disney World.
Yes,
is that still the case?
Yes, the #2 drive-to
Isn't that
destination.
amazing?
Yep, the #2.
I like to tell my South Florida friends that.
Yep, and as we're talking, Eglin Air Force Base Fire and Emergency Services and their honor guard walk by, and again, we thank the military. This is a strong military community, and we appreciate what they do, because without them, we wouldn't be able to have Christmas parades and all the freedoms that we have.
And we've got someone jumping hurdles. Pretty impressive right there. Is this our Destin Little League coming through?
This is our Destin Little League about to come through.
Oh, no, okay. This is cute now.
Yeah, the big inflatable teddy bear and the Santa outfit.
I'm liking that.
Some of the players. Destin has a great youth sports program, and Destin Little League is certainly part of it.
Yeah, this has got the 9 and 10U All-Star teams from the Destin Little League. And the 9U Boys All-Star team, coached by Scott and Steve Kirby, are district champions for the 2017 Little League season, which is pretty darn impressive. 10U All-Star team, coached by Doug Ehrlich and Josh Ulrich, are the district champions as well as regional champions for the 2017 Little League season. So, got
Merry
some
Christmas, guys.
impressive individuals on there. That sent them all the way to the state tournament in Melbourne, Florida.
I think I see Mona Ponder walking down the street, the wife of Representative Mel Ponder. Mel is honored to serve House District 4, which includes the beautiful city of Destin. You'll recognize him from a few years ago when he enjoyed the great privilege of serving as mayor of Destin. He's a great family man and richly blessed by 26 years of marriage to Mona. They're good friends of mine, and the 3 children, Preston, Casey, and Grace, and they're active in the business community and do a great job. You got to admire anybody right now that runs for office, gets elected, and goes to Tallahassee, and he does a great job representing us.
He does, and
listen to him yell as he comes by.
Great.
Good. Hey, Mel.
Merry Christmas.
Whoops.
And he's got a lot of things on his agenda that he really pushes for. You know,
He
he's
does.
big on
He
promoting
does.
tourism in the area.
Right.
Back in the military. And then also, you know, I know he's big on education issues and expanding business, which is right up your alley. So I'm
Yes,
sure
absolutely.
chamber folks work closely with him as well.
Absolutely. And I believe this is Miss Destin approaching us now. Miss Rachel Grady McMullen, the daughter of Deborah and Ed McMullen. She's a senior at Fort Walton Beach High School. She's the captain of the girls cross country team and is also an active member in the National Honor Society, the Beta Club, and is vice president of the Science National Honor Society.
She's attended 2 mission trips to Guatemala and has a 4.5 grade point average with straight A's all the way through high school. Woo! Merry Christmas.
That's Mayor Scott Fisher, who just came and bombed us with candy. As we have the Destin City Council approaching, and led by the mayor. Behind him is Councilman Rodney Braden.
They got some spiffy little golf carts
they
going
do.
here.
Councilman, how
That's
are
the
you?
way
Good to
to
see
go.
you, sir. Parker Destin right behind him.
Traveling in
Parker in a Santa hat handing out candy to everybody.
and they're traveling in style. I'm liking the golf
Councilman,
carts.
good to see you, sir.
Morning.
Good to see you. Councilman Kyron Marler coming up right there as well. These folks do a great job for us. Volunteer. They do not get paid to put in the hours and hours and hours a week that they put in as city council people.
That's for sure.
And
it can be a thankless job sometimes,
It
but
is a
then
very
people always
thankless
look
job.
back and are so grateful
Yep,
for
yep.
the years of service and what they've done for their communities.
Yep.
Because it takes a lot of your time and energy to get involved in running for office.
Yep.
And then all the
There's
things it
Councilman Jim
entails.
Foreman coming up. Chatham Morgan walking around handing out
Morning.
candy to everybody. And his beautiful wife and his baby riding in the golf cart.
Oh, there we go.
Merry Christmas. And then Preble Ramswell right behind that. And I'm just gonna say, here comes my favorite entry into the parade.
Winning right here.
Every year, winning. The Destin Chamber of Commerce. Councilman Ramswell. There they are. And I want to thank the Destin Forward Leadership Class, the leadership class that the Chamber puts on every year, for putting our float together. And my kids are walking. There's Alex. There's Harper. Don't
Hey,
throw candy
Harper.
at me, guys. I can't catch it. Nothing to do. There's Karen. There's Jennifer, the Destin Forward class. I really appreciate them volunteering and putting that together. Of course, I say volunteering. I made them do it.
So, float.
Yep. And I want to thank Destin
Special.
Commons, too, because Destin Commons gives us the truck and the float every year. So thanks,
They did a good
thanks
job
to
on
them.
that one. Might have a winner there. Oodles and Noodles of Love. This is the Destin Middle School's RAKK Club, and they are currently collecting packages of pasta noodle donations for Destin Harvest House. That's right there in their, what they call their love wagons. Their Oodles and Noodles of Love will be delivered directly to the Harvest House after the parade. So if you want to help donate to that, there's your perfect opportunity.
And then we have Guys Glass and Mirror. Actually, this is Emerald Coast Marine coming up next. Got a little order issue here with our script, but Emerald Coast Marine, the ballistic boat right behind them, twin engines.
That's absolutely not. That is a sharp-looking boat.
It is a nice-looking boat.
Here we've got the Rise Dance Center. They're located in Destin right next to Home Goods and Fresh Market in the Plantation Commons. And this group provides a well-rounded dance and arts education in a positive and very uplifting environment. And they want to wish Merry Christmas to everyone here in Destin and all along the Emerald Coast.
And then we have the Northwest Florida Model A and T Ford Club. For 33 years, Michelle, they've been in the Christmas Parade. It's now its 57th year. It is the 7th oldest such club in the United States. The club gathers for restoration, preservation, and enjoyment of early Fords, always welcoming new members. The 35 members have 50 old Fords. The cars include Model A and Model Ts ranging in age from 1917 through 1931. The drivers are mostly younger than that, obviously, but as always, it's a jolly privilege for them to share holiday cheer with us.
Village Baptist Church is rolling up. They're celebrating All I Want for Christmas, bringing to the spotlight a truth that is better than the average gift, the truth that Jesus is the greatest gift of all. They're focusing this year on the scripture John 3:16, which tells us that God loved the world so much he sent his son to die on the cross in our place for sin. They say everybody's welcome. Come celebrate the birth of Christ with them each Sunday. Also, they're going to have a special Christmas Eve service, 6 p.m., candlelight and communion service on tap for that.
And right behind Village Baptist Church is Skylar Babin, the 2018 Distinguished Young Woman of Okaloosa County. She's the daughter of Nancy and Shane Babin, and they live here in Destin, Florida. Skylar is a senior in high school and is in the process of choosing the college she will attend in the fall.
South Carolina.
She plans on majoring in voice and business communications. Our Okaloosa County Distinguished Young Woman program was started 5 years ago. I'm proud to have 2 Florida State winners who attend the National Distinguished Young Women program in Mobile, Alabama. The Distinguished Young Women program is a scholarship program for girls in their junior year in high school. They are judged in fitness, interview, self-expression, talent, and scholastics. And she's very talented. Any girl who is a junior in high school can sign up for the upcoming program in July 2018 and go to the website okaloosa.fl.distinguisheddyw.org to fill out an application. Merry Christmas from the Distinguished Young Women of Okaloosa County.
And we got Distinguished Young Women of Walton County in that group, and Puppy Dogs too. And their current representative for Walton County is Mackenzie Brundage, named Distinguished Young Woman of Walton County and awarded $1,500 in college scholarships.
And we just had come up as well, established in 1987, Barbery Coast Barbershop was Destin's first barbershop. Proud to have served many loyal locals, winter guests, and summer guests. Barbery Coast is conveniently located on Main Street. Walk-ins and appointments are welcome. 225 Main Street, Suite 1 in Destin, Florida.
All right, this is the Polar Express right here.
This is AJ's
And
Polar
they've done a
Express.
great job. And they're throwing, what is that, snowballs?
What is that? We're being bombed by whatever it is they're throwing.
AJ's
I'm
all
ducking.
aboard the Polar
Thank you, Dan.
Express.
Good to see you, my friend.
Woo. Thank you. AJ's is the supporter of most of all of Destin's community projects and headquarters, of course, we know of the Destin Fishing Rodeo every October. They're wishing everybody a Merry Christmas, and I have to say they've done a great job on that float.
Next, we have the Traveler Jeep. The Traveler Jeep, a 2006 LJ, is owned by Cheryl Taylor of Destin. Traveler is dressed up for Christmas, and Mickey and Minnie have come along for the ride. The Taylors hope you all have a wonderful, fun-filled Merry Christmas. Here we have the McGuire's Pipes and Drums Band that will achieve its 30th anniversary as a sponsored Scottish band in 2018. It could not have reached that anniversary without the dedicated efforts of its members and the support of their families, the community, and the McGuire family restaurants. The band performs an average of 45 appearances each calendar year, and the current members spend hours in preparation, travel, and performances. They were formed in 1988 with the sponsorship of McGuire's Irish Pub, and the band maintains its place in the Pensacola community, performing in all local parades and in many charity functions, including here in Destin.
And they wear the tartan kilt of MacDonald, Lord of the Isles. Just in case it's a Jeopardy pop quiz question, that you need to know that.
There we go. And here, this looks like Destin Pools coming up. I wonder why they're not pulling a pool in the parade.
Or a hot tub.
Yeah, or a hot tub. Yeah, a hot tub would be fabulous today.
Everybody be in
Absolutely.
that. But they don't pull around.
Yeah, they don't pull around.
Okay.
He's throwing candy this
me.
way.
Hey, Merry Christmas! Oh, look, we've got a golden retriever with reindeer ear. Okay, anything with a dog gets my vote. Impact Life Church, they're fun church in Destin. You can tell just, they got a little one, a puppy that they're holding to. And they meet in the Gulf View Plaza right next to Pizza Hut. They say that they love people, fun, and, of course, connecting. And they love to love their city.
And the real meaning of Christmas right there on top of their float, Happy Birthday, Jesus.
Absolutely. Oh, that's awesome.
It's always great to see how much fun the people participating in the parade have.
Merry Christmas! Happy birthday, Jesus! Woo!
I think the shirts say Jesus Party. Oh, see, it might be at highs in the 50s, but they've got the beach ball to remind us of why we're all in Destin.
Yep. Beach ball is certainly appropriate for a Destin parade.
And they got lots of energy this morning.
Dr. Louie from Emerald Coast Chiropractic, who just happens to be our next entry. Here comes Dr. Ken from Emerald Coast Chiropractic, rolling in his vintage 1953 Chevy panel truck. There's everybody, Gloria and Kathy and Maria and Brittany. Everybody's here from Emerald Coast Chiropractic. I've already seen Dr. Louie go by, even though he's not on his stilts today. A lot of times you'll see Dr. Louie around town dressed up and on his stilts.
I'm going to say check out Mosquito Joe of Northwest Florida, too. That's a local, veteran-owned small business that believes in doing things differently. And everything that they do and the way they do it, they believe you should have total control. And their motto is, we make outside fun again, which everybody that lives along the Emerald Coast can relate to that concept.
Absolutely.
Because I've had my mosquitoes chase me out of my backyard before.
Me too. Off my deck. Absolutely. Next, we have 4-H Custom Upholstery. Their expert craftsmanship breathes life into marine watercrafts, recreational boats, yachts, or charter boats. They also do automotive, aviation, home, and business. Whatever your upholstery needs, they have you covered all in one place. They provide full restorations from minor repairs to customized upholstery designs and treat your property with the same importance as you hold it, giving thorough attention to detail. They offer over 15 years of direct experience backed by more than 70 years of family custom upholsterer tradition.
And here's our first entry where somebody's blowing bubbles. I see bubbles everywhere. Tienda La Mexicana. That's a family-owned and operated Mexican grocery store. Very popular in this area, and also more dogs. I'm loving this.
Yep, and that's these dogs are Mark Robertson's dog. He's running for city council here in Destin in the March election that's coming up. You also have Linda Evanchik of Okaloosa County School Board District 3 riding by and waving.
Yep. I know her. She's Linda Evanchik is a teacher at Choctaw, taught both of my boys.
Merry Christmas. And there's Dr. Diane Kelly. She's running for school board as well, District 5.
You know, back when I was in my days at Channel 3, I used to work with Linda Ivanchek because she, renowned for helping the journalism students at Choctaw in the area.
Here we have Emerald Coast Middle School and South Walton High School. They're proud to present their Emerald Coast Middle and South Walton flag teams directed by Andrea Plunk. Members include Maya, Madison, Morgan, Kiana, Avery, Sophie B, Sophie S, Suzanne, Kaylee, Jazz, Summer, Madison, Elise, Peyton, and Lillian.
Okay, this is probably my favorite right here. I'm just going to have to go ahead and say it because I'm a dog fanatic. Nancy Weidenhamer, is that correct?
Nancy Weidenhamer, the late Nancy Weidenhamer.
This the dog park folks are here. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you from Friends of the Destin Dog Park. And I remember when that dog park was built, and it's probably one of the most popular parks in the entire county.
Yep.
People love it. It's 4100 Indian Bayou Trail. If you haven't been there, you've got to check it out. They've got a small dog area, and they've got a big area for the big dogs, too. And they've got shade trees, benches, water fountains, lights for you and your canine buddies, and all, get this now, well-behaved dogs are welcome to come socialize daily from dawn until 10 p.m.
Yep, and the park was named for Nancy Weidenhamer, the late Nancy Weidenhamer, who passed away this past year. She led a tremendous private-public partnership to raise money to get that dog park built, and she certainly was deserving of having that park named for her, one of the great community citizens
and a lot
that we've had
other
here.
Communities have looked at what Destin has done with their dog park and said, you know, we want to try and do something similar here. They've kind of been the role model for the community and embracing the dog life.
And here comes the Destin Elks Lodge number 2688. The Elks Lodge does great work, and thank you, sir. Oh, M&M's one of my favorites.
And it's the home lodge of the District Deputy Grand Exalted Ruler. And
now,
very fittingly, they've got a boat.
Very fitting.
In their entry.
Now, I know when your father-in-law, Nick, was alive, the Elks Lodge was important to the family because I think y'all had dinner there just about every Friday or
Absolutely.
something.
And my mother-in-law, Josie, and Susie Nicholson, who normally, Susie Nicholson Hunt,
who chose to go to Cleveland this weekend instead of staying here
who's
and
normally
do this.
sitting where I'm sitting, but she had to go see her Browns play, and we're still trying to figure that one out. Took my mother-in-law, my 82-year-old mother-in-law, up there with her. But yeah, the Elks is a tremendous organization. My husband been an Elk for years over on Okaloosa Island, and they do a lot of good for the community and a lot of good camaraderie with the Elks as well.
You know, a lot of the stuff that gets done in this community wouldn't get done without the great nonprofit organizations that are here.
That's true.
There's such a giving community, and the businesses, the people who live here, the people who work here are all participants in some nonprofit somewhere, and that really adds to the quality of life and quality of place that we have here.
And, you know, that's a perfect segue into this next group, which I'm very familiar with because the SRO at Destin Elementary School, Deputy Sonia Shepard, who actually won a national award this past year. This is the Random Acts of Kindness Kids Club. And what they do is they focus, 3rd and 4th graders at Destin Elementary are focused on giving back to the community and especially granting things to those in need with random acts of kindness. And there's Deputy Sonia Shepard with Tug. Tug's a mascot. Now, at the sheriff's office, I'm always profiling things that these kids are doing, but this is their 3rd year in operation, and it is so inspiring when you see what these kids are doing in the community to give back.
That's wonderful, and teaching them at that age that you will
Exactly.
instill it in them and it will be there for a lifetime.
That's right, and then the ripple effect of that, because hopefully one day they're going to teach that philosophy to their own kids.
Yep, that's what you hope. That's what you hope. We need more kindness in this world today. Here we have the Playground Corvette Club of Fort Walton Beach. The Playground Corvette Club started back in 1969. The club has been an active club in the community by helping with charities as well as animal rescue organizations. We have about 40 active members in our club, most of them being retired. They always come by with these beautiful Corvettes.
And I love the old ones.
Yeah, convertibles,
Classics.
T-tops. Yeah, and here come a couple of the classics right here. Here we have the Fort Walton Beach Mardi Gras Club. For over 40 years, the Fort Walton Beach Mardi Gras Club and its 90 women membership have been entertaining us all. Their motto, no socially redeeming values.
That sounds like my kind of club right there.
Yeah, this year's Queen, Ann White, wishes everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I think having fun's a socially redeeming value.
Yeah, I think having fun is a socially
And spreading
redeeming
it, it's
value.
contagious.
Yep.
Their little
Yep.
fun attitude.
And here they are all in their costumes with
I
their
love it.
wigs and their skirts and their, oh, wow, what are they giving us? Wow. Excellent, excellent.
Okay, now she said no socially redeeming values, and they have gifts for Toys for Tots. So I think it's tongue-in-cheek when they say that. And a serious amount of wrapping paper went towards that look.
I think they have redeeming value here, socially redeeming value doing something like this, don't you?
Yeah, well, she just said she had a bag full of stuff for Toys for Tots. So I
Okay,
said that must
okay.
be a little bit of tongue-in-cheek when they say
Yep.
no socially redeeming values. Oh, here come the little tykes with U.S. Gold Gymnastics.
They're always in the parade and always a participant.
So cute.
And my guess is when they get here, they're going to do one of their routines for us. They always put on a great show here for the judges.
Here we go. They show what they've got. And you know, this business is owned by a former national champion, Georgia gym dog, Kathy Dwyer. Dwyer. Kathy Dwyer. I'm familiar with her name. I think Mary Dar Welch, somebody I know, her daughter might have gone there. U.S. Gold celebrating its 25th anniversary this year and home to over 1,000 gymnasts and cheerleaders. Wow.
Yes, they are, and I can tell you from experience, I know that because U.S. Gold is right at the corner where I turn to go into my neighborhood, and that parking lot is always full. And, you know, these kids put in a lot of hard work to get as good as they are, but the parents deserve a lot of credit, too, for making sure they get to practice, that they get to their practices and make sure the kids do what they're supposed to do.
And you have to look.
If I tried to do some of that, you'd have to come and get a wheelchair and an ambulance to get me out of here.
We weren't South Carolina Gamecock cheerleaders.
No, we were
That's what
not.
we're saying. Look at this. That's amazing. And what I love is the fitness aspect
Yeah,
of it. You know, these kids
absolutely.
are always moving and they're in shape. And U.S. Gold Gymnastics was best of the Emerald Coast from 2013 through 2017. So that's telling you something right there with their reputation.
Yep, absolutely.
The job that they do with these kids.
All right, here comes something near and dear to my heart, Italian food. Pazzo Italiano, one of the new restaurants we have here in Destin, and it is really good, by the way. I've been there. It's new, it's local, it's family-owned. It's next to Barnes & Noble in Destin. They dote a vibrant, trendy, and family atmosphere with an award-winning chef. The chef is riding the traditional Vespa scooter. Pazzo Italiano wants to wish everyone a joyful Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. And they invite you out for some of their outstanding, homemade, fresh Italian food.
We were wondering if they're going to be handing out some samples.
Yeah, I wish they'd been handing out pizza.
They might run out really,
Yeah,
really
yeah,
fast
yeah.
because I have a feeling
Some
they'd be
Italian
in demand.
sausage and some great homemade pasta marinara sauce.
Big Kahunas up next.
Everybody knows Big Kahuna.
Oh, my gosh,
Destin's
yeah.
Water and Adventure Park. Located right here on Highway 98, just a couple of miles east of where we are today.
And think about this. This is their 32nd season this year. 32 seasons. And they're talking about, you know, if you want to do stocking stuffers, Big Kahuna season passes, you're not going to go wrong there, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think we all know that's the largest water park on the Emerald Coast.
It is.
And it's
the
one of those
largest-
places whenever I have family come into town to visit,
They all want to go,
one of the first
don't they?
places they want to head to,
Yeah.
Big Kahunas.
Yep. Next, we have the Fort Walton Beach High School Stars dance team, consisting of 23 dancers. The team is highly competitive and nationally ranked. The Stars won first place in hip hop and jazz in the 2017 UDA Georgia Dance Championship and received the Crowd Pleaser Award. Additionally, the Stars placed fourth in the nation for hip hop at the 2017 NDA Nationals and received the Unleashed Award. Looks like they're going to perform for us, so I'll stop talking.
Now, you'll see them at the pep rallies. They're at the football games,
Right.
the basketball games, community events.
Again, lots of time and dedication and commitment by these young ladies to become as good as they are.
One of the best things about parades to me, it's always the band.
It's always the bands.
Love the bands. You can't have football games
Always
without
the
bands.
bands,
You can't have parades
absolutely.
without the bands. Fort Walton Beach High School and Destin Middle School marching bands.
And I
right
love how they
here.
put the middle school band with the high school
I do
band.
too.
I think that's outstanding that they put them together and let the middle schoolers go ahead and start getting this experience with the older kids.
And, you know, Fort Walton Beach High School, I mean, they've traveled from New York to Honolulu, from Canada to Mexico. I mean, they are all over representing this area because they're just that good.
Yep.
Been in the Rose Bowl, the Cotton Bowl, the Orange Bowl, the Fiesta Bowl.
49 years of great history from the band.
Woo! And performed in the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade twice.
Wow. Wow. That's a bucket list thing for me
Yeah.
is the Macy's Thanksgiving
Yeah,
Day Parade.
only the best get invited to that.
But if I can't do the Macy's Parade, I'll do this one as second. That makes me want to go to a football game.
And speaking of, we're both from South Carolina and South Carolina Gamecocks, but my husband and all three of his sisters, including Susie Nicholson Hunt, are all graduates of Fort Walton Beach High School, so they're all Vikings. Yeah, I love that too. They have Destin Middle School band members in there.
Yep.
And they always place a number of their students in the honor band that the
Right.
county has,
Yes.
as well as the Florida All-State Band. So a lot of talent coming from this area. When you talk about good bands, we've got them.
Yep, and again, I think it's great that they let the middle schoolers march with the high schoolers and let them get that experience. And
And we're talking about a lot of work.
yeah, a lot of work. The hours that those bands put in, learning to play those instruments, and then getting the march down and staying grouped and in line, and they bring a lot of spirit to the schools.
They do, and the band students are always the most fun. I mean,
Mhm.
if you take them out of the football games, it just would not be the same.
No,
'Cause that's
it would.
where the fun stuff.
It would not. Here we have the Destin Middle School cheerleaders coming up, and they're coached by Kim Barry. The team is led by captains Hannah Blanton and Ella Adams, as well as co-captains Holly Kate Henderson and Landry Fell. This team competed at the NCA camp in Tampa, Florida this summer, where they were given an automatic bid to the NCA Nationals. The entire team was nominated for All-American.
There they go. Okay, when I was a cheerleader, I could do a cartwheel, and that was about it. I would never make it today. No lifts, no splits, no
I was
gymnastics.
a Powder Puff cheerleader one time.
And they're going to Dallas, Texas in January to compete, so good luck to them.
Good luck to them.
Escape Zone 60 operates live escape rooms in Fort Walton Beach, Destin, Navarre, Pensacola, and Panama City Beach. It's the largest and oldest operator of live escape rooms in the Florida Panhandle, and it also has a mobile escape room that you can bring to your event or location. I escaped. Yeah. Okay, find keys and clues, solve puzzles, and discover the code that lets you escape.
I've heard it's a great team building exercise.
That's interesting.
Here comes Destin Healthcare, a local skilled nursing facility that specializes in short-term rehab, long-term care, and also has the only secured Alzheimer and dementia unit in the area. Destin Healthcare has a state-of-the-art therapy gym, private and semi-private rooms, an on-site salon, and plenty of activities to participate in while you're there. Welcome to come take a tour at any time, located at 195 Mattie Kelly Boulevard.
Next up, Rocky Bayou Christian School's Destin campus. They offer students in K-5 through 6th grade the excellence of a Rocky Bayou Christian School education in an intimate setting. Student-teacher ratio there, 8-to-1. So that gives students personalized, differentiated education. Got the same curriculum as they do at the Niceville campus, they said, with students benefiting from advanced learning environments. And then they can also transition into the 7th and 12th grades at the Niceville Academy.
They're also a very good community supporter. They participate in a lot of things that we do as the Destin Chamber, and they don't just teach the kids in the school. They teach the kids out in the community as well.
And I have a feeling this must be their ukulele club on the float this morning. They also have a theater club, a running club, and a homework club, which is always a good thing to have at any school.
Always good to have a homework club. They did a great job decorating that float.
They did.
I did just now realize that it's a pontoon boat.
And I have to say I like the ukuleles.
Yep.
Merry Christmas.
Here comes one of my kids' favorite Christmas characters, the Grinch. So he's got his hands on some
The old
bigger
Grinch or
toys
the new
this year
Grinch?
too, yeah. And here comes the Grinch in his mechanical sleigh. Look at the motorcycles in front too.
We watch the old version and the new version with Jim Carrey every single
Do you?
Christmas. Yes,
Do you?
have to. I love the old one and the
yeah, my kids love the
music,
animated, yeah.
But then
yeah.
I love the new one with Jim Carrey too. The magical sleigh's rocking out.
Here comes one of the newer restaurants that we have in Destin, Culver's of Destin, a casual quick service restaurant famous for its fresh, never frozen butter burgers and fresh frozen custard. From Midwest raised beef to farm fresh dairy, they only use the finest, most wholesome ingredients. Cooked to order and served with a smile, put heart and soul into every meal. My daughter ate there last night. My youngest
What's a
daughter
butter
ate there
burger,
last
though? I'm going to
night.
have to go find out what a butter
good.
burger is.
They're good.
Oh, Sunset Vets of Northwest Florida got another fancy vet club coming up. This is a local car club that enjoys America's only sports car, which this club has 38 members, but it's growing and it loves to cruise. They host mystery dinner rides, they attend car shows, and they put their vets on display as much as possible, which is a good thing because they've got some really flashy looking cars right here.
These are beautiful cars. Beautiful cars. I wonder if they keep the garland on them all year long.
I'm going to have a feeling not because they probably come flying off.
Right.
But I'm thinking that they deserve some kudos because I know this group also, they support a lot of local charities. They support animal shelters, food banks, first responders, and disaster response teams, a lot of organizations. So they don't just look good, they do good.
That's a good line. They don't just look good, they do good.
It's true, though. I mean, look
Yeah.
at these cars. These are sweet.
Yeah. Again,
I like that with the little Christmas trees on there.
that is neat.
I drive a Chevy Equinox, so I'm just suitably impressed when they drive by in these cars.
Yeah. My Tahoe
It's not-
probably would not compete with these guys on a racetrack.
That is neat.
Well, Michelle, how are you liking your first parade experience as the co-MC?
I love it because this to me puts you in the Christmas spirit.
Mhm.
You know, that's what I like about it. And, you know, yesterday it was kind of rainy and gloomy, and I was concerned that, you know, it might be kind of a misty type of atmosphere out here. And then got up this morning, sun shining, it's gorgeous. And like you said, Destin to me is just such a fun community. You've got everything you need in this town because you've got great business community. You've got a lot of tremendous restaurants and businesses, and then you've got a real giving spirit of the people. I love that Random Acts of Kindness Kids Club. I think that kind of, to me, kind of summarizes the attitude that you have in Destin.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's so special.
Yeah, and here's the Breakfast Table Cafe and Rhodes Auto Repair. The Breakfast Table Cafe and Rhodes Auto Repair have partnered to give Destin all they want for Christmas, a great way to start their day. Both owners of these local independent businesses have been serving Destin since 1973. Bridget Carnley is the owner and manager of the Breakfast Table, located at 385 Highway 98. Great job serving up fresh foods, and Bridget's a past chairman of the chamber several years ago. Rhodes Auto Repair is located right behind the cafe on Mountain Drive and can take care of any of your automotive needs.
And, you know, another thing that you have to really love about the Destin Christmas Parade is how much it showcases the children and the young ones.
Right.
All right, here we've got the All-Star Twirlers, coached by Robin McDowell Coley and Gren Fish. They twirl year-round, and this past summer they placed 3rd and 5th in their respective divisions at Nationals. Check that out. Working hard for the 2018 season. Obviously, got a lot to be proud of with this group.
I would lose an eye if I tried to do
I
that.
love that.
Like
No,
I said,
I'd be
I
knocking
would lose
myself
an
out.
eye.
Yeah.
I would lose an eye. Next comes one of the landmarks here on the Destin Harbor, Land Sharks Pizza. Michelle, they're right across the street from where we are, too.
I see 'em.
I will be there eating pizza and wings when we finish this broadcast today.
Telegram man.
Hey, I'll see you guys in about an hour when I'm
Candygram.
done here. I'm coming over for my pizza.
Reminds me of the old
Coming over
Saturday
for
Night
my
Live
pizza.
skit. Remember that?
Yeah, the Land Shark. Yep, absolutely.
We were talking about the weather. We were joking about how, as Floridians,
Yep,
we're all bundled
yep.
up and thinking it's freezing.
Yep, and here come the
Snowbirds here are probably all
snowbirds.
laughing at
They're
us.
already here. I know. They're used to this kind of weather.
So
and
we've
they
all
say,
got on our thermals.
They
and
say,
like,
look at all the Southerners who are bundled up like it's a blizzard coming.
good catch. They're like, this is perfect December weather right here.
It is perfect December weather. Here comes Greg Orr Marine from Destin. They're towing their beautiful new Century 2901 center console. Greg Orr Marine Destin is currently building a new sales facility directly on the harbor at 605 Harbor Boulevard, directly across the street from Half Hitch Tackle in Destin. Current inventory can be seen next to Sexton Seafood, or you can visit them online at gregormarinedestin.com or call them at 502-1861. Greg Orr Marine carries regulator center consoles, Century center consoles, Triton bay boats, Seabourn bay boats, Bentley pontoons, and Glastron ski boats. Greg Orr and all the staff at Greg Orr Marine Destin would like to wish everyone a happy and blessed Christmas.
Because you can't have a Destin Christmas Parade without some awesome boats.
That's right.
That's another thing I like
And
about it.
without some awesome Porsches from Greg Orr, pre-owned Porsche of Destin.
Yep, they sell and service all makes and models, and they're going to be expanding in Destin actually in 2018. Brand new state-of-the-art facility on Highway 98. That's good news for the chamber too.
Yes,
Look at all
absolutely.
these businesses that are expanding, and they say they want to take this opportunity to thank Destin residents for trusting them with their business and making the expansion possible. So that's going to be a happy 2018 for them.
Well, those Porsches are beautiful cars as well. You know, you were talking a minute ago about all the children's clubs and activities that are participants in the parade. Have you noticed one common theme about all of the performers that have come through? They've all been nationally ranked or placed in the top 3 or 4 at all of these national competitions that they go to.
Yeah.
A lot of talented people, a lot of talented young people here in this community, which bodes well for our future.
I agree.
Well, here comes another one of the most recognized groups in Destin, the Emerald Coast Parrot Head Club. They're a crazy bunch. I know most of them. But not only are they a crazy bunch, they do so much good giving back to the community and give so much money to the charities here. Their social functions incorporate the tropical flavor of the Emerald Coast area, coupled with the coastal philosophy of Jimmy Buffett. The Emerald Coast Parrot Head Club is open to all that share and respect this area and are truly people of the parents our parents warned us about. Like I said, they're crazy, crazy people. They have a great time, and they have a great time in the name of charity, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, they have that philosophy, have a good time all the time. But while they're having a good time, they're doing good works as well. They raise about $15,000 for various charities every year, in fact. Gulf Coast Electric rolling our way. That's talking about award-winning, another award-winning. This is an electrical service company, locally operated and veteran-owned. They're going to be celebrating their 38th year anniversary this coming year, and they're proud to provide superior electrical service to both commercial and residential properties. And keep in mind, too, they provide emergency service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And you're always going to get to talk to a live person. Not always the case everywhere anymore.
And they are very, very active in the Destin community. He threw about 15 candy bars that never made it. She's smart. She walked up and put them on the table.
Needs to work on his pitch.
Yeah. But I will tell you that Gulf Coast Electric, not only are they a great business, provide great service here, they are also very active in the Destin community. Give back to charities and look at the baby staying warm inside the van.
Been around about 3 decades.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's nothing like having somebody to call if your power goes out and you need emergency service.
Absolutely. I know they've done work for us at the Destin Chamber before, and they do a great job.
They've got a big group, too, don't they?
Yes, they do. That was a lot.
And they're a festive crowd. We like that.
Yep. Here comes Graffiti Restaurant and the Funky Blue Shack, who's celebrating 22 years in business this year. Graffiti Restaurant is a family-owned establishment. They're local. They believe that they've got the most of your 5 senses covered: taste, smell, sight, and sound. Graffiti, Funky Blue Shack, one of the more popular restaurants in Destin. They just moved to a new location, too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, over in front of, I believe it's in front of Barnes & Noble.
Okay, I'm glad to know that because one thing I love about them is they provide a lot of live music.
Yes, they do.
And everybody loves live music.
Yeah.
They do a great job at bringing in some up-and-coming
And now here we've got Shakes Frozen Custard, ice cream. You scream, we all scream for Shakes Ice Cream. Shakes has been around for a long, long time. Wayne and Dee do a great job with Shakes, and one of the favorite places to stop by for dessert.
Now, Chick-fil A Destin. Okay, there's the cow. I was looking, I saw little bears up there, and I'm like,
my
where's
kids
the cow?
love the cow. Love the cow. Chick-fil-A.
Been here since 1996. And they've really made a permanent imprint in the community, not only dedicated to serve the best chicken in town, but they also cater, of course, to all those thousands upon thousands upon thousands of tourists that like to go through the Chick-fil-A, too.
Not only do my kids love the cows, they also love the sandwiches.
Coastal Cruisers, love them. Local, family-owned. They rent bikes, scooters, golf carts, paddle boards, and kayaks. And they also fix bikes and scooters if they break. So they've been in Destin for over 12 years. And they say one of the things they love about Destin is the things we were talking about is raising a family here. What a great place. Awesome schools and a great community. You can tell that because all the smiles on everybody's faces.
Absolutely, absolutely. And another great business here in Destin that supports their local community. Again, something near and dear to my heart. Here comes the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary. Participate every year. First responders to incidents on the water. They help keep our water safe for us. And, you know, Destin being a boating community like it is, the Coast Guard is very valuable to us, help keep the water safe and add to our quality of life here.
And they do such an outstanding job. You know, the Sheriff's Office Marine Unit works hand in hand with them. Then, of course, you have the Destin Fire District. They have their boat out there on the water trying to protect public safety as well.
Yes, they do. Yes,
they're pretty outstanding. And they used to have their lab with them usually. I was trying to see if we could get a look at their dog. Sometimes they have them with them. Legendary Marine coming up. Everybody speaks for itself when you say Legendary Marine.
Absolutely,
it does. Showcasing boats.
Yeah,
so
their service department, and they will service your boats for you. If you don't have a boat and would like to buy one, right behind the service department comes the sales department. They looking for acceptance for all, from Legendary Marine, Legendary Sales, and Legendary Service.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having that for Christmas. Let's say best Christmas gift ever. There you see, now this is my kind of boat right here, though. I like the pontoon boats.
And there's another Grinch riding on top of this pontoon. That pontoon has slides on it.
And they partnered, Legendary Marine Sales and Accounting staff partnered this year with the Emerald Coast Autism Center and the Grinch to share the message, together we can embrace our differences. Autism is not a choice, acceptance is. So Merry Christmas from all the Legendary family. And they're doing a great job with that parade because
that looks like Woody from Toy Story there. There's a Jack in the Box popping out.
And the Legendary Marine, of course, is home to the world's largest American flag mural and the famous Wailing Wall by Artist Weiland at the foot of the Mid-Bay Bridge. And you talk about, you know, giving back to the community and community involvement.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's one of the first things people see when they come across the Mid-Bay Bridge when they come into Destin.
Yeah, and really, their spirit of giving is just stellar. I've had a chance to work with some of their folks on different projects, and I'm always impressed with their skill set and their just their dedication to want to give back to the community.
Yep.
It's impressive.
Next, we have Sunshine Boat Cleaning during the spring of 2015. Emily McMullen was led by her faith to start Sunshine Boat Cleaning, offering general cleaning to boats on the Emerald Coast.
Okay, we've got a performance coming up.
I don't know who this group is.
I think it's RAD, the Real Athletic Development Girls Soccer.
Okay. Yeah, RAD 03 girls.
There you go. RADFC, founded in 2012. They promote youth soccer, and they also organize soccer tournaments that bring thousands of dollars to this area. They're the premier girls soccer team, and they play, they say, with passion, determination, and for each other. They've got a pretty impressive record, 19 wins, 3 losses, and 3 ties. And since soccer has a special place in my heart, I love seeing them.
It sure does. And here's Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. Been a tourist and local favorite in Destin since 2011. They provide local fresh fish as well as Forrest and Bubba's favorite shrimp dishes. They currently have happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 7 that include drink and appetizer specials.
Okay, this is a first for me. I've not seen a stuffed, the mascot, shrimp mascot.
Yep.
Okay, well done.
I don't see Lieutenant Dan.
Well played.
I don't see Lieutenant Dan.
Burrito Del Sol, first year parading. And their float's theme is the Grinch Christmas he thought doesn't come from a store. Perhaps Christmas means a little bit more. And they got some skateboarders pulling up there.
Here comes a truck everyone will recognize, the Walmart 18-wheeler. Walmart would like to take this opportunity to thank you, the community, for allowing them to be part of your lives for the past 28 years. Come in and let the holiday helpers help you rock this Christmas with everything you need this holiday season to get you and your family going. And I will tell you, Walmart is a great corporate citizen. They give so much back to the community. As the chamber president and CEO, I get to see a lot of things that they do for this community and really, really appreciate what they give back. Not only do they provide jobs and dollars flowing through this economy, they really give back to the charities here.
And I didn't realize 28 years.
28 years.
That's a long time to be in Destin.
Yeah, that's twice as long as I've been in Destin. Provent Services is a premier dry cleaning service. They're local small business where your home comes first. Prevent a fire, clean your dryer. Find them on Facebook. Give Provent Services a call. They want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Here we've got WPSM radio station. That's 91.1 FM on your dial. They have a very popular show, Life Issues, Real Answers. It airs every Friday from 11, starting about 11, I think it is. And they talk about some of life's difficult issues and how to solve them.
The judges are behind us telling them that they're not getting enough candy.
They're going to have to subtract points.
Okay, they keep bringing this food by, and I'm starving, but nobody's giving us a sandwich. Here's Jim and Nick's barbecue. Seeing all this food, Michelle, is making me hungry.
And then we've got the piglet and
looks like he's the smoker's actually smoking. It looks like.
And a Georgia bulldog. They're not smoking that.
Merry Christmas! Thank you so much. I bet he's warm in that pig outfit, don't you?
Absolutely. Specialty Roofers is up next. They're locally owned residential and commercial roofing company. And they're all about, they said, quality work and customer service. And they've got offices as well in Fort Walton, Panama City Beach. But they service the entire Emerald Coast area. And they've got some serious balloons going.
Yes, they do.
Their float.
Look at the kids having fun on there, too.
Saying they're going to be on TV.
Right behind them is the Destin Women's Club, who's been serving this community since 1976. It was established for the purpose of helping many needy families in the Destin area. The 2018 fashion show will be held November 2nd, 2018 at Louisiana Lanyap. Work will start in earnest the first of the year. Proceeds will benefit the Destin Women's Club, Mary Kilpatrick Family Fund, and Fisher House at Eglin Air Force Base in support of military families.
They've got 75 members that volunteer, too. That's a nice-sized group.
Yeah. Okay, here comes somebody that we all need in this community, Destin water users.
Oh, they got that right.
There they are, Rob and Monica walking out in front.
And you talk about a long time service, more than 50 years, Destin Water Users has been around to be
And
part
they're
of
giving
the
us candy, a
community. And they say they remember back when fishermen used to look for the water tower on the horizon to find their way back home. Families would be fishing in the docks waiting for the boats to come in, which you still have some of that. So they say it's been part of their mission to live and work in this little piece of paradise.
Here comes a good friend of mine, good chamber member. We do Bible study together on Friday mornings. Paul Brannon from Brannon Brannon. It's the law firm Brannon Brannon with their version of "I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas."
Okay, this is a new one.
That's what that explains the hippo on the back of his his Jeep.
I can see now on Christmas morning creeping down the stairs. Oh, what joy, what surprise when I open my eyes to see a hippo hero standing there. Okay, explain.
I don't understand it. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I know that because my kids joke about it all the time. Look at Paul bringing us something. There's a hippopotamus. Avery, what's that? Avery's giving me one.
Okay, now I do want that little rubber hippo.
Yeah. Okay, here, I'll hand it to you.
I'll take
there
that,
you
yes.
I see
That's a
Paul all
stress
the time,
reducer,
so
you can squeeze it.
Brannon Brannon is a personal injury law firm serving Okaloosa and Walton counties. Here's the Krewe of Bowlegs. You can hear them coming from a mile away. Please welcome the Krewe of Bowlegs, celebrating their 63rd year. Under the leadership of Captain Billy Bowlegs, 63, Charlie Potts, along with the Queen Bowlegs, Ashley Siner, and supported by First Mate and First Mistress Bill and Christina Kilpatrick.
It's a rowdy group right there, a rowdy crowd.
Here comes my Rotary Club, the Destin Rotary Club. Dion throwing candy at me. Pete throwing candy at me. There's Tori, my good friend. Mr. Bill Lindsley, good to see him out and about, working the parade as usual.
Got the four-way test for me?
On the float. Yeah, I know it, but it's not right in front of me, so I can't say it. Jason carrying a tub of suckers.
Put you on the spot.
You know, our Rotary Club gives $10,000 a year in scholarship money. We have 4 $2,500
and I'm a Rotarian in Fort Walton Beach, and I think a lot of people aren't aware of all the good they do, but it's
Santa and
fantastic.
Mrs. Santa Claus on the fire truck. Everybody's favorite elf, Santa Claus. I bet Santa loves this weather.
I bet he does too. He's probably sweating up there.
Yeah. Well, you know what that means, Michelle? When Santa Claus comes by, it's the end of the parade.
Well, I thought that it meant that you head up for one of these great restaurants.
Well,
right
I'm going to walk right across the street. I'm starving.
I know all this food that's been
coming by has made me really, really hungry. Michelle, thank you so much for being here today. Thanks for coming and doing this with me. It's always great when two Gamecocks can get together and do something like this 500 miles away from Columbia, South Carolina.
And I loved it because it truly puts you in the Christmas spirit to come out here and see all these happy faces, all these people that are dressed up in their Christmas gear, and they have a little nip in the air that really feels like Christmas in the South.
Well, from me and the Destin Chamber, Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks for being with us. Michelle, a closing comment?
I just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone. Enjoy and be safe.